All right, greetings and welcome again. In our previous video, we talked about motion. We talked about the types, examples, okay, force, and the rest. Now, today I want us to look at some questions on motion. If you have not watched the video on motion, please, I would advise you go look at it and get a little understanding of what motion is all about. Now, what is the first question? Of course, you're going to see it, okay, on the screen there. The first question is, which of the following are non-contact forces? Come on, figure 1, gravitational force. Come on, figure 2, frictional force. Come on, figure 3, magnetic force. Come on, figure 4, electrostatic force. Now they've given us options. So, which of these options here are referred to as non-contact forces? Of course, I explained them in the previous video. So A, I have I, and IV. I, and I. C, I, and I only. And D, I, and IV. So let's look at I. Gravitational force is a non-contact force, okay? Frictional force is not a non-contact force, is a contact force. Magnetic force, non-contact force. Electrostatic, non-contact force. So without thinking too much, the answer here is A. I, and IV. That's the answer to that one. Am I right on that? Okay. So let's go to the second question. Second question here says, which of the following bodies exhibits translational and rotational motions simultaneously? Wow, look at that. When they say simultaneously, they mean at the same time a body, which of them is undergoing translational and rotational. And I explained all this last video, in the previous video. So let's look at the options. A stone released from the top of a cliff. B, a butterfly hovering over a flower. C, cylinder rolling down an inclined plane. And D, a book sliding down an inclined plane. He said translational and rotational. So let's look at the first one. A stone released from the top of a cliff. Just release. That can be translational. But the stone is not rotating. They didn't say it's rotating. It's not rotating. So it cannot be A. B, a butterfly hovering over a flower. It is hovering over a flower. We don't know to which direction, but it's just moving. You can call that rotational, but it is not translational. They want both translational and rotational. Let's go to C. A cylinder rolling down an inclined plane. Of course, you know a cylinder, if it is moving down an inclined plane, it will be rolling. While it is rolling, it is also moving. So, okay, let's look at Z. A book sliding down an inclined plane or inclined table. For D, we can say it is just translational. The book is sliding and not rotating. It is sliding. So, if I'm to pick an answer from here, my answer is C. Cylinder rolling down an inclined plane. It is rotating at the same time moving from one place to another. So, cylinder rolling down an inclined plane exhibits both translational and rotational motion. Okay, number 3. A body can undergo the following types of motion except dash. I categorically said this in that video. Please go and watch it if you have not. A, random. B, rotational. C, relative. And D, translational. Without even blinking too much, the answer here is relative. It is not a type of motion. Okay, settles. And then our last question there says, which type of motion do the wheels of a moving car undergo? The wheels of a moving car undergo. A, translational and rotational. B, random and translational. C, vibratory and translational. D, rotational and oscillatory. Let's look at them. The wheels of a car undergo. Now, when the car is moving from one point to another, the wheel is rotating at the same time moving from one point to another point. So we know the answer already. Is rotating, that is rotational, at the same time moving from one point to another point, translational. So the answer there will be translational and rotational. That's B. Sorry, A. Translational and rotational. You see the reason why you need to know the types of motion. Okay? Knowing the types of motion will be able to help you to know the examples for each of the types of motion. Now, this is the one you are going to do for me. Okay? The one you are going to answer and put your answer in the comment section. When a ball rolls on a smooth level ground, the motion of its center is dash. The motion of the center now is dash. Wow, this is a tricky one. A, oscillatory. B, random. C, translational. And D, rotational. So what's the answer? Provide the answer in the comment section. Please share this video, like, follow, subscribe if you have not done any. Please do that. Also share this video to your friends, those who you know will take exam, will take physics, both in WAEC, in JAM, in GCE, NECO, whatever. Please share this video to them, okay? Let them be part of this. Thank you. Bye.